In the previous checkpoint, we talked about the first steps we should follow to properly apply DDD. Here are the steps again, just to remember them. First, ensure that we should use DDD. Second, define the domain model and ubiquitous language. Third, define the application architecture. The proper next step in the DDD adventure is to start applying the different building blocks or tactical design patterns to our solution. In order to help you with that task, we are going to share with you a set of checklists, one for each pattern. We just talked about entities and value object patterns, so let's put together a short checklist for them. First, the checklist for entities. Ensure you have defined all the entities of your domain. Ensure you have defined a proper identity for each entity. Ensure you have proper behavior implemented inside the entity. Check that the entity is not anemic. Ensure all business rules related with the entity are implemented inside the entity or in a domain object. Consider to use a value object to represent the ID of each entity. Study and define the proper way to obtain the identity of each entity. If it's going to be sent as a user input, if it's going to be generated by that store, if it's going to be generated by other systems, or if it's going to be generated by the application. Use expressive names, intention revealing interfaces, and in general, use the clean code good practices. Remember to use the ubiquitous language and express it in the entities. And now the checklist for the value objects. Check that the value objects are describing, quantifying, or measuring something. Ensure that all the entities are really entities, or if they can become a value object. Do not define identities for the value objects. Ensure you are overriding equals and hash code methods using all the properties in the value object. Remember that all value objects should be immutable. Ensure all the functionalities inside the value object are side effect free. Use expressive names, intention revealing interfaces, and in general use the clean code good practices. And finally, remember to use the ubiquitous language and express it in the value objects. With this, we finish with our checkpoint. You will find more in the next videos. We hope those checklists help you to properly apply DDD. Remember that you can check the previous videos to complement the list we just shared with you.